Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Joining me today is my best friend, Aubrey Gavello.
Hey.
Just want your last name out there. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Follow me.
So we actually tried to film a video yesterday. It was going to be a tie-dye DIY and Q&A with my best friend, but it didn't go as planned. And we're going to be tie-dyeing if it is not obvious already.
Mine's like a smaller.
My dad just texted me, big storm coming in 15 minutes.
They all turned out super differently than we initially thought.
This is like very not me. It's very like dark and like kind of, you know, that look.
I inspired her.
Aubrey definitely inspired me to do it. And the rainbow pastel stuff we did didn't turn out.
Victoria did 6 different pieces, like unicorn pastels, and I was like,
obviously,
they're not gonna turn out, like they're really light right now. And then they turned out white.
She was right. No, it's like white and it looks like a unicorn like lightly peed on it and it was washed.
light urine.
They're not good. So I'm excited that today we're just gonna do a Q&A. So let's get started. You guys submitted questions and I'm super excited to read them. Okay, so where and when did we meet?
We were 4 years old. Victoria, it was her 5th. Oh, I was 5. I'm 3 days older. So it was her 5th birthday party. And she had just moved in next door to me.
Yeah, we were neighbors. That's how we met. We literally had the houses next door. Not even same street, but like door.
Like our dads like cut a hole in the fence, like a little like garden gate.
So we could travel back and forth. We always knew we met at this party, but we didn't have any like evidence of it. We were just told you must have met at this birthday party. But recently, a few years ago, I discovered a picture from this birthday party.
Actually insane.
And Aubrey's in it. So this is our first picture
it's
together.
Like her blowing out our candles and then her random next door neighbor is like.
And so that is our first picture together and how we met. So we just became instant best friends. I'm trying to convince Aubrey to get a tattoo of something to do with our coordinates.
I already have one, so I'm like starting slow.
I have one too. I don't even think they know that about me.
I love when I like ask someone, I'm like, oh, do you have a tattoo? And it's like a whole arm sleeve, and I'm like, well, let me tell you about mine.
Yeah, here we go.
Well, look at this little thing.
Mine's a little XO, and it's my mom's handwriting, and my mom has one in the same spot of my handwriting. We always say XO, and it was just a cute thing to do together.
And then mine's a little 21, not because of 21 Savage or because I was drunk on my 21st birthday, but my dad passed away when I was little, and that's like our family's number to remember him. So my brothers are getting matching ones.
Oh, they are going to get matching ones?
Yeah, they're going to get them here.
Oh, that
like
is
Roman
so
numerals.
cute. I love that. Yeah,
I made a decision.
And then soon to come, our best friend tats, right?
Soon, maybe.
No. So how long have we been best friends? Literally since first grade.
It's 5 minus 23.
We went to high school together. We went to college together. The college thing's crazy.
Elementary school together. We were roommates for 3 years in college. Mm-hmm. We shared this, like, we lived with like 6 other girls, and we shared this room that was 3 by 2.
Yeah, it was
I don't
tiny.
know, it was like tiny, and my feet were like parallel to Victoria's head. Like,
I don't know if you guys can tell, but Aubrey's half my size.
Like, I'm 5'1",
so,
and Victoria is like.
Yeah, and
you're 5'10"?
I'm like 5'9". We lived basically on top of each other, but I loved every second of it.
Max moved in with us for 2 weeks. It was lovely.
Well, when I started dating Max, Aubrey was my roommate, and we had twin beds in a room. So if Max ever like slept over, came to hang out, it was like 2 gigantic.
I was like, mega bed it. Let's all sleep in the same bed.
It was like 2 gigantic humans in this little peewee and her twin bed that like literally they were an L shape.
We had a lot of memories.
So we've been best friends for I could do math. 8
I
plus
know, what
4
is
plus
23
4
5?
plus 1.
What is that mental math?
That's grade school, high school, college, and a year out.
We were 5 and now we're 23.
That's harder for me.
Whatever, you guys do the math.
8 plus 8 is 16.
I was in the
17.
business school. I should know this.
17 years. Have you ever fought over a guy?
No, we have very different types.
We have to. Well, that brings me to my next question. What are your favorite types?
Also, we would never fight over a guy.
Yeah.
Ever.
We've never had that. Something we're very different. Like, I think
different.
the guy either wants like a very petite, bubbly ray of light in Aubrey, and then just like a tall, dark, empty soul.
An ambitious go-getter type. She's type A, I'm type B. Like,
yeah, Aubrey's,
you know,
we're different, and like I think I'm definitely the taller, athletic. I think we're different.
We're so different.
Well, I know you guys
same coloring, but like
people. Yeah, same coloring. People say we look like sisters all the time. Aubrey's middle sister is what they say, but she's.
We went to dinner with her parents like 2 nights ago, and I was like, oh my god, I feel like I'm 12.
So yeah, that works in our favor. That we're kind of different. What are our types? Can we go first?
I'm a personality person, strictly straight off the bat. I don't care what you look like. If you can make me laugh, I'm yours. It's done. Sold.
It's like, yeah, I would say that's the same.
Like, literally.
I think for me, I don't have a type in terms of like, I feel like I've been watching a lot of Love Island. I'm not like tall, dark,
and
blue
handsome.
eyes, tattoos. Like,
I want tall, dark, and handsome.
I don't, that
neck tats.
Yeah, I'm not actively looking for those things. I would just say like, for me, yes, funny, but it also is some sort of wit. Like all the guys I've ever kind of fallen for have been kind of jokey in some way, or like I can't read them early on, but they're funny with me and they're normal. I cannot do awkwardness. I also need humor.
Yeah.
But overall, I would say my type is Max Brown.
My type is single. So, perfect.
Hit her up. Then the next question says, Aubrey, thoughts on Max?
Oh, sweet boy. I would date him if she wasn't. You know, he's literally the best. I'm not one that's like immediately obsessed with boyfriends. I'm kind of skeptical. I'm like, I could go without you. But like Max, it was like Vic was like, he's gonna come for 2 weeks. I was like, bring him in. They came on my birthday for
that
whatever
was
that
so
was.
nice of you. I mean, a little rated R content, but we're in college, you know. Sometimes the opposite sex sleeps over.
Sleeps over.
Cut. It was Aubrey's birthday, and I had not seen Max.
God.
A lot of you guys have probably seen this surprise video of me opening the door and being like, oh my god! Oh my god, what are you doing here? Oh my god, Max is here. We had an invite the same night as Aubrey's birthday, and
my present was Max came to visit me.
and Aubrey slept in a different place. No, see, selfless. We make sacrifices for each other.
Always.
So have you ever lived together? We kind of went over this.
Yeah.
Yes, we lived together for 3 years in college.
Yeah, we couldn't live together the first year because she was like off doing
I was living with
something.
volleyball
I
people.
don't know.
It was good. Well,
I forgot.
Playing volleyball USC.
Just being a D1 athlete or something.
This is one of the good things about our friendship is we do our own things and we're very different. Like Aubrey lived in the freshman dorms, met a bunch of new friends. I lived with my athlete friends, was very ingrained in the team. And then it was cool because like Aubrey included me with all the girls. I feel like it was cute because when I came to meet them for the first time, they were like, we've all heard about you.
Yeah. And it was like, I had met Vic, but like I was like, okay, so like we're all living together and then my friend Victoria. Obviously.
And so that's really important is we include each other in other things. I would never, Aubrey, well, we'll get to this, but I would never make a friend group. Aubrey would never go make a friend group and like not include me and vice versa. I mean, that's being a good friend is you always want them to be included as well. That leads me to my next question. I feel like a lot of these are, I ordered them if it's not obvious. Back to the type A personality. It says, do you guys have a bigger friend group that you're a part of? Well, Aubrey does. Aubrey has multiple.
No, but it's always 5. What does your mom always say?
So you can count like 5 people on one hand that you really love and trust. That's enough.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
this is bad. This is back to like type A, type B. Victoria's like selective with who she spends her time with.
I went over this in my friend's video. If you haven't seen it, check it out.
She spends a lot of time like, I don't know, you're very careful about like where you put your energy towards. And I'm kind of like, have 200 different people for my 200 different activities I like. And
yeah.
Like,
so
I don't have I don't have a filter.
Aubrey has tons of friend groups. Literally, I think I can think of 3 or 4. That she's a part of. And like I said, like, thanks to Aubrey, I dabble in there
she has
too.
3 or 4 friend groups as well.
People watching this video are gonna be like, this poor Aubrey girl has to bring Victoria
No,
everywhere.
I'm thinking like, I don't know. What are you thinking? Kind of like, is this like bad that I'm like,
So like I have a lot of friends.
No, it's not. She genuinely has a lot of friends.
No, it's just
everyone loves her. I mean, she's the most fun and bubbly. And Aubrey gets along with everyone. I'm not harder to get along with, but I'm definitely like,
you're not hard to get along with. You just choose who you'd like to spend your time with. It's not about like getting along with people.
Because I wouldn't say I'm closed off where you have to like break my wall down. As you guys all know, I have no walls.
Clearly. Every piece of information about you is on the internet.
Yeah, we're just different like that. She's super social. I'm not as social. Once again,
I was gonna mention this when we were living together. Like, it was like Victoria was leaving at 5 a.m. for practice, and I was like coming home at 5 a.m.
from
my night out. You know, like that's like where we differ. And we would just always had our space.
Yeah,
we were just like, oh, like you look horrible, and I was like, your uniform looks cute. Bye. I'm gonna go sleep till 2.
Like just completely different lifestyles.
Literally.
And this actually, once again, tease it up. I hate myself. I think I've said that leads me to my next question about 7 different times. But leading into my next question, it says, who's the partier in the relationship?
Well, honestly, Victoria had a claw yesterday on the boat without me, so might be taking my crown.
I'm of legal age to drink, and I was like, you know what, a White Claw sounds refreshing.
I was like, that sounds horrible. No, thank you. Ruby grapefruit, I will pass.
But we only have 1 flavor left. But in general, it is Aubrey.
It's me. No, Victoria, like, when we were going to parties freshman year, like, the rare occasion she could with volleyball, like, she was, like, getting ready, she was like, time to meet my husband. I was like, can we just go dance on a platform?
Meet some people, have a good time.
She was like, trying to better my future.
I'm
like, what are you talking about?
I'm so
Saturday.
I'm so the person to go with an agenda. I'm like, and then I'm looking at the clock, like, I'm tired. It's 10:30.
10:30.
Yeah, so we were definitely very different in that way.
Yeah,
but it was
always
funny
worked.
because speaking of this week, like Aubrey and I have not actually gotten to spend some time alone together in a really long time. So
we're like the old married couple who need like a vacation in Napa or something.
Yeah. We're just chilling this weekend. We did not have drinking, anything like that at all. Aubrey has not had a sip of alcohol, so I'm the one that had the claw. So
I know. I needed a break.
Role reversal.
I don't want this to sound like I'm
it's
an alcoholic or something.
No one thinks that. She's the normal partier.
I'm just 23. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy.
What is your best friend's favorite type of music?
Taylor Swift.
EDM.
Is it? Yeah, there we go.
Done. Describe each other in 3 words.
Ooh. Oh, I did this for you
I
the other day.
I did this for you the other day too. What was mine?
Oh, okay. I said loyal, passion, and commitment.
And then I said responsibility, optimism, compassion. Those were good.
Those were both very good.
And you guys are probably like, why did you do this? Well, on random days,
just
we text each other and ask
yeah.
for the 3 words.
I'm just like, can you compliment me? Thank you.
I was doing some project and I needed to verify 3 words that describe myself. So I asked Aubrey, what do you think the 3 words are? So it wasn't
and then
like...
I wanted a compliment, so I was like, say mine back.
Craziest thing we've ever done together.
We're just talking about this.
I've done
some crazy stuff, but
not with me.
Not with you. She's my responsible
I was
friend.
at home sleeping. Maybe it has to be something with like how shifty we are in like situations where like we need to
like I remember
scheme.
telling our 8th grade religion teacher, we were like we can lie with our eyes. Like we are on the same page always. Like last night we were playing code names and like
have you guys ever played code names? It's a super fun game and I've been playing it with my family for months now because of quarantine. And I taught Aubrey the game and I'm every single code. She was
first
like bam,
game.
bam.
I just knew where her head's at.
Yeah,
like always.
I said wedding, she hit day. She hit suit.
Aphrodite, Grease and model,
yes!
done and done.
Yeah, so I said the craziest things we do together are just like how on the same wavelength we
always.
are. And if we ever like, you know what always gives me the cringe is when you like watch a TV show like Hannah Montana and you know Miley's talking to Lily.
This
is gonna be good, trust me. Miley's talking to Lily and like no, it's reverse. Miley's talking to Billy Ray Cyrus and Miley's back is facing the door. Lily walks in and Miley's like, Lily's just been really annoying me and I don't know what to say because Lily's boyfriend is fake. And he's like looking at her like this and she keeps saying it and Lily's heard the whole thing. That would never
what a metaphor.
happen with us. Aubrey would immediately give me
I'd be like, that's the funniest TikTok I've ever seen.
Yeah, she would. We're like that. So I would say that's pretty crazy. Anything else really crazy?
I don't know, followed each other to college.
Yeah. We
never lived like alone.
Never separated from each other is the crazy.
I'm like, we've always lived, except for post-college was the first time we've lived more than like 20 feet away from each other.
That's why I'm saying we haven't hung out in a long time because
know.
Even if I visit Aubrey, she lives in San Francisco, I live in LA, which isn't that bad. But if I go visit, there's still tons of people I see there. And
like
here,
all of my college friends are there. It's like a...
Well, you haven't come to LA yet, so you have to do that.
It's a lot to come to LA. It takes it out of me.
Yeah, that just throws back to the...
I know.
Speaking of a lot and dark memories in LA...
You're teeing us up for our next question.
How do you sort of support each other through bad mental health periods?
Like, oh.
Well, so I would say we both definitely struggled a lot in college. You guys know I've struggled with a lot of things. I talk about it a ton. And we were fortunate to kind of go through a lot of the same things at the
that's
same
like another
time.
Crazy
It's like our periods. The
they're
depression synced up.
It was just all the eating stuff, the depression, the anxiety. It was just all...
Yeah.
So it was cool because like we were living in the shoebox T-shaped
This
L
was when we
room.
were in the L room.
Just terrible vibes circulating. We were like, there's something in the air.
Yeah, remember when we thought there was
it was black mold.
We thought there was literally black mold in our
like, is that why
apartment
I'm
because
sad?
our mental health was so bad. So I would say how we support each other. One of my favorite things that Aubrey's done to support my mental health, and I always remember this and I love it and I say it whenever it's relevant, is I remember one time I was at the airport traveling, I think we were traveling to Colorado for a volleyball game and I was just so overwhelmed and so down and just in a really bad place. And I texted her and was like, I feel like I'm on the verge of tears, like I'm so upset I'm gonna have a breakdown, like, but I'm around the whole team, we're about to get on a flight, like I can't, what am I supposed to do? Like talk me off of it. And she responded and said, if you want to have a breakdown, and go to the bathroom.
Like, go to
cry.
the bathroom.
Like, let it out. And
Yeah.
so I remember just being like, that is so true. And so I went to the bathroom and I cried. And I think I sent her a selfie. I think I still have it.
You did.
I just love that. And so it just shows like we're never trying to
Yeah.
silence each other's emotions or quiet them
No.
down. It's like, if you need to cry, oh, honey, let's cry.
Let's do it. I'm like,
Cancel
oh,
the
me
plans.
too. Perfect.
Yeah.
And like, also what's great is like, you know how sometimes it's like hard to take your own advice. Like I was having a bad day and Victoria was like, just let it out. And I was like, oh yeah, I said that. I did that.
And then it was cute. I remember too, one time, I forget if it was you or me who did this for the other. This is how blended we
Are
are.
you
in my
talking
mind.
about the pizza? There was one time I was like going through a breakup. We were literally in our shoebox room and like Victoria's like, I have a surprise for you. And I was like, nothing will make me happy. And I come home and she's on the floor with dominoes. And I'm like, don't move. Like crying on my phone.
Yeah, that was cute.
My background.
I was thinking of like, I think it was the same week. So as you can see, we were both clearly struggling. I think it was you or me that left the other a card. It was someone left the other a card and it was like, I love you.
It always means a lot.
We'll get through this together. Like, so glad I have you to talk and lean on.
Yeah.
And yes, so very grateful for that.
Well, even now, like, we're in different cities. We're reading, like, a book together.
Yeah.
We make efforts to, like, continue
Yeah.
growing together. Victoria's one of the very few friends that, like, I can have these, like,
Yes.
insane, deep, psychological,
Like,
conversations with.
Yes, and that's the most important thing about a really deep friendship is like the types of person you can have really
Yeah.
intimate conversations with about life. And so the book
Yeah.
we're actually reading is called, all these people watching this video and be like, this is not what we came here for.
I know.
The book we're reading is called A New Earth. It's super incredible. It's well worth the read. There's been like millions and millions of copies
Yeah.
sold. It's definitely high level, but see,
It's great to, like, talk through it,
Yeah.
you know? Like, I wouldn't be able to comprehend it if we weren't, like, talking through it
and like
every
when
week.
I was trying intuitive eating for the first time, like I shared that with Aubrey and then she was like trying intuitive eating and we'll share like our recovery or our get better self-growth hacks.
all those books, like, all of those Instagram accounts.
Yeah,
Like,
and I love that we're on the same
Yeah.
wavelength. I don't know if this would work if she was like,
Therapy? No.
I
Like,
know.
don't
like
go to
I would say you're one of my only friends that I ever like. I think if I brought like stuff like my ego work up to my other
Yeah.
friends, they'd be like,
yeah. See, that's the difference between Aubrey having a bunch of friends and me not having a ton of friends. Is this kind of relationship, I'm like, this is friendship. So everyone should
gold
be
standard.
Everyone
is, like,
should be like this.
Everyone should be 17 years deep. Like,
Whereas Aubrey is very like, everyone's different. People talk about different
Yeah.
things. This is a fun one. What is your best friend's color?
unicorn. Is that a color?
Those are my
It
favorite.
was yesterday in Code
Those are
Names.
my favorite colors. But what is your color? Like if I had to dress
Mine's
you
so
for a big
easy.
yellow, pink.
Yellow.
I think you would look amazing in a yellow.
Thank you so much.
You
Light
would
pink
look,
though.
You would look radiant.
My whole room is like light pink.
Pink.
I'm like a child.
Yeah, but your color is like when you put it on and you're like, and like obviously you putting on pink, you look amazing. I don't know why I think yellow would be a power color for you.
I never thought to put on yellow. Reconsider.
I've never worn yellow.
Literally,
And I'm like,
she's
yellow.
perfect. Yours is. You always look great in green, like
I was
olive
thinking
green.
that about
really?
myself.
Yeah. You're like, it really brings out the hazel in my eyes.
Yeah,
It's like,
no.
your eyes are brown.
No, I hate you. My eyes are hazel. Let's get an up close. We can settle this once and for all.
Your fans are obviously gonna tell you they're hazel.
Look at them, guys. And there's a freckle in it. I'm different. I'm not like other girls. Who is your best friend's celebrity
Taylor
crush?
Swift.
Like Megan Fox?
Should we tell the Megan Fox?
Mine is for sure Megan Fox.
Victoria, we're like in 5th grade, and Victoria's like, look at these red Havianas I got. They're like these red rubber flip-flops. I'm like, okay, cool. And she's like, I'm gonna look just like Megan Fox in them.
Those were the
Because she
days.
wore them in Transformers or
Yeah.
something, and I was like,
Okay.
just like her.
Because the flip-flop. Really
I
resemblance.
was sold.
But I would say, yeah, that's my crush for sure. Who's your celebrity crush? It used to be Robert Pattinson.
Oh my god, I was like crazy psycho Twilight fangirl, like all over my wall with like the cardboard cutouts of the whole
yes.
cast. Thank you for being my friend through that.
Do you hug and cuddle a lot? So Aubrey had the option to stay in either of my brother's bedrooms, clean beds, wash the sheets, and
A lot of couches. Like,
yes,
we slept on the
she
couch.
could have gone anywhere. And I have a full bed in here, so it's a little snug. I'm a large person as well.
Like a little bit bigger than a twin, I would say.
But-
like it's smaller than a full.
But I would say we happily spooned in here three
We
nights
did,
in a row.
we did. I held her hand last night while she was sleeping.
Aubrey puts the leg on me. I'm like,
I do.
what do
I
you
like
think?
am full like
We're very cuddly.
Yes.
That's just how I am, and we are. Like, I don't want to sit on. I want to sit on
I
the
would
couch.
say
like
I
this.
would say my love language is human affection. What is that? Physical touch.
touch.
Yeah.
Aubrey, that's definitely her love language for sure.
Yeah.
Favorite thing to do together.
I kind of like our projects. We've been projecting. I like doing water activities with you too.
Yeah, Aubrey's very sporty and athletic. We're down for anything.
We're down for whatever.
I
but like
also-
not like just like did
Wait, let me just paint you a picture of an amazing day together. We get in the car, we go to Target, and we explore.
Yes.
That's
yes,
also the best type
amazing
of
day. Amazing day.
I love that.
You're dead set through the aisles, not even hanging out, just on our own journeys.
Yeah, on a journey in Target. Or more recently, just TikTok next to each other, just sending each other TikTok DMs while we're in the same room.
Yes.
Love that as well.
Till like 1 a.m. I'm like, why?
Wait, you guys, you might recognize us from TikTok. I mean,
I don't know if you know me.
Aubrey is, let's call her an influencer.
I'm viral.
She should start her own channel. Hit it.
Literally, Victoria, I'm like, oh my god, we're going viral. Victoria's like, yes, this is my regular Tuesday afternoon. I'm like, Lainey, we're viral. Sending it to everyone I know. I'm like, I won't forget you when I'm famous.
Do you ever get sick of each other?
No.
I never do. I think when you get sick of people, it's because they're doing things that bother you
Yeah,
and you can't
it's
say
like,
anything.
Yeah.
We would say something. You don't do anything that bothers
That's so
me.
true. You don't do anything that bothers me. Soulmates. Sorry, Max.
Do you guys ever get jealous of each other?
Again, we're so different. Like, I could see how, like, if I was also a volleyball player who wanted to make a YouTube channel, and, like, Victoria, but
Yeah.
even then, I'd be like, yes,
I
please
know.
go off, you know?
That's so true.
Yeah.
Like,
Her success is my success.
why would
my
I
success
not
is,
want
yeah.
her to succeed and get everything she wants in life? Like, it's
Yeah.
not even on my radar how
I
it
know.
compares to my life or how it affects my life. It's like,
If you get jealous, like, you are under this illusion that someone else's success is hindering your own,
And
which is
yes,
never the case.
you hate this.
Never
Yes.
the case. I hate it.
Yeah, like,
Ugh.
it's so true. Like, yeah, I would agree. I mean, I'm not even gonna... Do you fight a lot, speaking of the jealousy?
No. We have constructive conversations, I would say, once a year.
We definitely we definitely had arguments, but
Yeah.
like Aubrey just said, we are very thoughtful with like that discussion.
Yeah.
But we can both say like my heart drops into my
It's like
chest
my-
and I feel like
my
I'm being
stomach-
buried
I'm
alive.
giving birth to my stomach.
if Aubrey texts me, we need to talk, or like I'm upset about something, or the worst is, wait, can I call you for a minute? I'm like, what did I do?
Oh, the worst is when we were living together in college, and like I'd text her and be like, "Hey, can we have a chat today?" And then like she'd be at practice, and I'd just be sitting in her room like. It was just sometimes like you have to be mindful with like always staying on top of saying what you're thinking, but
Yeah.
like sometimes
And
it just compiles without you even realizing.
Yeah, and it's really easy for us to think, oh, Aubrey totally gets this, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. Or, oh my God, Victoria's not, like, she's being so inconsiderate of this.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
yeah.
I have no idea. So it's really important. And, like, we sit and talk for, like, 2 to 3 hours to
Hours.
understand,
Yeah.
like, where did this go wrong?
There's always two sides.
Yes.
But I was going to say, also along the lines of, like, fighting with friends, you should always put both of you guys on the same side of the argument. Like, it's like you guys against the argument, not you guys against each other.
Yeah, you guys
like,
you guys stepping back and, like, how do we make this friendship work?
Yeah.
This friendship thing happen better, not, like, me
you
versus
did this, I did this. Like, it's like you guys are solving something. And I think that's, like,
Yeah, and we're really good
crucial.
at taking ownership. Like,
Yeah.
if Aubrey says, like, I feel like you are not prioritizing me, like,
Right.
I can't be like, what? I did this.
Yeah.
The bottom line is she doesn't feel that way. So,
if you feel like something, that's it.
yeah,
It's like,
so
that's
I have
yeah.
to, how can I make this better?
Right.
So, yeah, that's important stuff.
Yeah.
Ego work. Ego work, baby. Favorite memory together. This is a cute one to end on.
Oh, shoot, that's hard. I have just so many like different stages. The first thing that comes to mind is like Lambda game day. It was just like you and I just like
Yeah, we had a really fun game
that
day
game
together.
day was
I
like
know the one you're talking
you
about.
know the exact one.
That was when we found someone in a room singing
Yes,
Rent.
yes.
525.
Yes, we're just like bouncing around house to house for like 10 hours total.
Yes,
It was like the game was going on and we were still going.
Having so much fun together. That was great. I have so many. Like, I have sad ones. I have happy ones.
I know.
One of my favorite memories. Okay, so that was a fun, exciting one. I'll give like a more real mental health one, because I know a lot of you guys are maybe athletes. One time after, I remember I was going through a lot, and I felt like even going to play in a volleyball game, like I just felt alone on my team, alone in the environment, and I was like, Aubrey, I really need you to come watch this game tonight. It wasn't even an important game. I was like, I just need to know you're in the audience and I can look at you and like I'm not alone out there. And then I remember,
so cute.
I know, and then I remember after the game, we won. I was with the band, happy, and then Aubrey comes over like, great job, and I look at her and I give her this face of like, I'm about to break down crying.
And she's smiling, but I just know what's happening.
And Aubrey was like, okay, I'll meet you outside. Yeah. And then like I'm just sobbing on our bike ride home. Student athlete mental health. Okay, cute.
Great memories.
Great one to end on. Woo! Very on brand for me. Well, I had so much fun doing this with you. Did you like being on the channel?
I did. This is my debut. I've been on the pod twice.
Yeah, Aubrey's been on the pod.
Not to flex.
If you guys enjoyed this, Aubrey actually dove super deep into our friendship and like how it works on an episode of Real Pod, my podcast. So check that out. I'll put the link in bio. Follow Aubrey on Instagram if you would like to follow her.
I post pictures of Victoria.
She absolutely does not. I'm like the least apparent on her Instagram. I didn't even get a birthday post. Fake.
No,
Fake.
I storied because we're 23-year-old grown adults.
And I put her out to the public, so I'm going story next year.
I don't know.
This is such a thing that friends think about, like, what do you post for the birthday? You can also follow me, you guys all know where, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and anything else. The podcast is the podcast. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Was that fun for you?
That was so fun. I'm like, subscribe down below.
Subscribe.
Subscribe down below.
Subscribe.